Hey, it's the Pacific Northwest Geek here, Echo Kiro. Now, I'm going to be reviewing a movie for you. It's going to be a little bit different than what I have done with some of my other reviews. Now, if you've seen my one YouTube video as my update video, I did state that I have some health issues going on. That's going to make it so that I'm not going to be appearing on camera for a while. And that I was going to try to be doing a review in a different way, how it was going to work out, and the movie I have picked to do this new style of review for me is the 1980 horror movie, science fiction horror movie, Nightmare City, also known as City of the Walking Dead, which I'm going to get into the whole Walking Dead thing, the zombie thing with this movie later in this review. This movie was directed by Umberto Lenzi and stars Mexican actor Hugo Stoltz, has a television reporter named Dean Miller, whose wife is Dr. Ann Miller. And basically, the whole story is that Miller has to go interview some scientists about a nuclear accident.
He's arriving tomorrow morning at 11. Take one of the best cameramen with you.
Why me in particular?
Because I want an exhaustive interview, which will reassure our viewers.
While he's at the airport, there's a military plane that has to make an emergency landing. Him and his cameraman go to check this out. There's all these soldiers, all these airport security there to see what's going on. And when they find, because no one's responding to them when they're trying to talk to people in the airplane, and when the airplane doors finally open, the scientists and some others with wearing bad makeup, looks like caked on mud, they appear and start attacking people. And then basically setting things off, and it starts at the airport, it spreads through the city, at the TV station where Miller works at. I think that when he tries to report on it, turns out the military's the government's basically put a hush order type deal on it. But then these creatures, they end up there. And there's a scene where they basically start slaughtering people there at the TV station. There's actually some kind of like 1980 fitness show with a bunch of girls wearing bikinis and stuff working out. There's one where it's she goes to get a face scratch, but you can clearly see that before the guy attacks her, the scratch is already there. There's definitely some bloopers here if you look them up on IMDb. I'm probably saying that wrong too. But anyways, this is chaos. The military, one guy's daughter son-in-law get attacked. The guy's wife or whatever gets attacked. The military is trying to figure out what's going on. Chaos is ensuing. Miller makes it to the hospital where his wife works at, and he tries to save her, but unfortunately it has broken out there. Now, let's go talk about the zombie thing. The creatures in this movie are not zombies. Much like 28 Days Later, they're not zombies. They are infected people. I've seen them even referred to as vampires due to the fact, I guess, they like to drink blood. The filmmaker Umberto Lenzi has even said that these are not zombies, that they're infected people. And I guess Quentin Tarantino had talked about this movie one time and addressed them as zombies. And according to Tarantino, as he said in a later interview, this annoyed Umberto when Tarantino addressed them as zombies. They're just people, infected people with bad makeup, looks like caked on dirt, caked on mud with some of them. I don't really remember the gore being too too high in this. Compared to some of the other like Italian horror movies I've seen, like let's see, Zombie / Zombie 2 / Zombie Flesh Eaters. Yeah, that movie's got a few titles. City of the Living Dead. Demons 2. House by the Cemetery. This is really kind of. I mean, there's some blood, 1980s type effects, but not like graphically violent as some of the other Italian horror movies that I've seen. Some of them even have a wee bit better makeup than this. I mean, they're not looking like. I mean, the zombies in Zombie Flesh Eater, Zombie 2 or Zombie, much better. Even though, again, those are zombies and these aren't zombies. Still, the makeup for them is much better. It doesn't look like caked on mud. Now, we're going to have to talk about the end. Because the ending of this movie is where things kind of go off the rail. Now, this review might be short, by the way, because of weather problems and the fact that I got a Xbox Series S that I've been playing with, downloading games, and I got to go see if they're downloaded yet. But anyways, now the ending is that the military guy finds his wife has been turned into one of these, and he has to kill her.
Sheila, no, Sheila, no, Sheila!
Miller makes it with his wife to amusement park. They end up on the roller coaster. A helicopter comes to save them. They climb the ladder, but she falls to her death, much to Miller's horror. And then Miller wakes up in his bed at home, revealing that this is all a dream.
What is it, dude?
Then he has to go interview a reporter. I'm going to interview a doctor, scientist, about a nuclear accident. And as he's at the airport, a plane has to make an emergency landing. And we get the title card that says, hopefully I can find a screenshot of this. It says, "The nightmare becomes reality." The ending, I watched the whole movie, and I got to the ending. I just kind of remember sitting there thinking, what the hell? The nightmare becomes reality. What kind of ending is that? I guess it had to do with some budgetary stuff. That's why they went with that ending. It's different. Give it that. Now, Umberto passed away in 2017. He also, by the way, directed Nightmare Beach, a movie I've heard of but never seen. In fact, that's the only, when I looked up some of his stuff, that's the only one that really stood out because I have heard that. Also, apparently, he directed a movie called Orgasmo, something like that. Orgasmo. I might have heard that movie name before, but I don't know if it's the same one. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But anyways, Tom Savini in 2015 wanted to do a remake of this movie, was trying to raise money on Indigo to do a remake, and I guess I said that we're going to start filming in 2016, had raised about $138,000 on Indigo, but as of 2019, there's been no talk, no movement when it comes to the remake of this movie. It would be interesting with modern day makeup effects and stuff, and even with with Tom Savini's work, to see what they would do with this. If these would be zombies though, or would they go back to being infected people? It would definitely be interesting, and maybe we'll get an ending that's not the nightmare becomes reality. Now, there's a reason though why I gotta bring this up. There's a reason why I chose this movie to review. Now, I have stated in the past that I used to have another channel that other channel was a drama channel, and then until I decided to rebrand myself and deleted that other channel. It just happens, however, that channel originally was like this channel, just where I talked about anime and horror and wrestling and some vlogs. But the very first video on that channel, which of course is also my very first YouTube video, was a review of this movie. It was more of a rant. It was my very first YouTube rant, and was a terrible, terrible video, over 30 minutes long, ranting about how those weren't zombies in that movie. They weren't zombies in 28 days later, 28 weeks later. And I no longer have a copy, and that video is gone, and I'm very, very happy, because it was really a terrible, terrible video. Much worse than anything I currently have out. But anyways, you know, as I'm doing this video, we are getting wind gust. They're saying that they're supposed to be like 21, 24 mile an hour wind gust, but they'll, trust me, they're closer to 40, if not over 40. And I'm also working on some Xbox Series S. I might try to do some streaming on Twitch, because unfortunately, without extra hardware, I can't stream Xbox games on YouTube. So with that being said, I am Echo Kiro, and I gotta say, go ahead, check this movie out. It's well worth checking out, because it's very different. But anyways, I am Echo Kiro, and I will see you on the flip side. And just remember, nightmare becomes reality.